Hey, everyone! Welcome back to the channel, your go-to home for all things love, stars, and the stories that keep our hearts fluttering. If you're someone who's followed the adorable and unforgettable chemistry between Dylan Wang and Shen Yue since Meteor Garden, then today's story is one you absolutely cannot miss. As the rumor mill spun wildly in recent weeks, tossing around all sorts of wild claims and supposed falling outs between the two beloved stars, fans were heartbroken, confused, and frankly, fed up. But now, the tide has turned. Thanks to the dedication of loyal fans and the quiet yet powerful responses from the stars themselves, the truth has finally come to light. And it's even more beautiful than anyone expected. So, sit back, grab a warm drink, and let's dive deep into the tender, tangled, and ultimately triumphant journey of Dylan Wang and Shen Yue, and how they silence the rumors with truth, sincerity, and that magical bond we all know they share. For years, Dylan Wang and Shen Yue have captured the hearts of fans across Asia and beyond with their irresistible chemistry, both on and off screen. Ever since their breakout roles in Meteor Garden, they've been the subject of admiration, speculation, and countless fan theories. But with recent rumors swirling, suggesting distance, tension, or even a falling out between the beloved pair, many were left confused and disheartened. Could it really be true that something had changed between them? Well, not everything is as it seems. In fact, what fans uncovered might just restore your faith, not just in their bond, but in the quiet strength of authentic connections. What really happened behind the scenes? How did they respond without ever needing to say much? Let's take a closer look at the full story behind Dylan Wang and Shen Yue's rumored rift, and how the truth was even more beautiful than anyone imagined. It all began with a series of seemingly harmless posts, paparazzi shots, vague tweets, and out-of-context clips that suggested Dylan and Shen Yue were no longer on good terms. Some even hinted at behind-the-scenes drama that allegedly unfolded after Meteor Garden wrapped. Others speculated that they had grown distant due to career pressures or, of course, the age-old favorite, secret love triangles. As with many celebrity duos with a strong on-screen and off-screen connection, people couldn't resist crafting dramatic narratives. But what made the noise louder this time was the fact that both stars had been relatively quiet about their dynamic. While both have been flourishing individually, Dylan taking on more complex, mature roles, and Shen Yue continuing to shine in charming rom-coms, they hadn't been seen publicly together for some time. And in the world of celebrity fandom, silence breeds suspicion. But then came the shift. What started as a flurry of concerned posts from fans gradually turned into a detective mission. Loyal shippers and longtime supporters of the Dylan Shen pairing started digging deeper. And what they found painted an entirely different picture from the rumors. Fans noticed that despite the silence, both stars still supported each other's work in subtle, heartwarming ways. Dylan had liked a behind-the-scenes clip from one of Shen Yue's recent drama promotions, an action that might seem small to some, but to those who know how rare it is for him to engage with anyone's content, it was telling. Similarly, Shen Yue was spotted wearing a hoodie from Dylan's brand collaboration during a candid airport appearance. Coincidence? Unlikely. Even more stirring were the resurfaced moments during their past interviews and live appearances that had somehow gone unnoticed until now. One clip, in particular, made the rounds again, an old segment where Dylan, while talking about people who changed his outlook on life, quietly smiled when Shen Yue's name came up. His words were simple but full of depth. Sometimes, someone can teach you things just by being themselves. Meanwhile, Shen Yue had spoken in another interview about how some connections in life aren't always loud or flashy, but they're steady and real. There are people who might not always be beside you, she said, but you feel their support like a wind at your back. In the era of social media drama and cancel culture, the duo's quiet dignity stood out like a beacon. And when the noise reached its peak, both stars finally broke the silence in the most graceful way possible, not with grand statements or emotional rants, but with authenticity and kindness. Dylan posted a series of photos from his time filming Meteor Garden, captioned simply with, "Some stories don't end. They just take different paths." The final image? a candid behind-the-scenes moment of him and Shen Yue laughing together between takes. Shortly after, Shen Yue uploaded a selfie from what fans recognized as the rooftop where a key romantic scene from Meteor Garden was filmed. Her caption was even subtler but no less powerful, "Grateful for those who grow with you." Quietly. The fanbase was in a frenzy, not of shock or anger, but of sheer relief and joy. The speculation had been put to rest, not with rebuttals, but with gentle reminders that real connections can't always be defined or dissected. Some fans believe that Dylan and Shen Yue are still close friends who maintain their bond away from the public eye, valuing privacy over publicity. Others believe that the connection they forged during Meteor Garden simply transformed into something more enduring, an unspoken loyalty that neither time nor rumors could shake. Regardless of where you fall on that spectrum, what's undeniable is the respect, admiration, and fondness they continue to show for each other. In a world that often demands constant proof and performance, Dylan and Shen Yue's quiet stand for truth and grace feels like a breath of fresh air. The entertainment industry is notoriously tough on stars, especially those who become tied together in the public eye. Relationships, whether romantic or platonic, are constantly dissected, doubted, and dismissed. But every once in a while, a pair like Dylan and Shen Yue comes along, showing us that authenticity doesn't need to shout. It can whisper, smile, and simply exist. So, to all the fans who stayed hopeful, who refused to believe in baseless gossip, who rewatched their scenes and remembered the magic, this one's for you. You helped uncover the truth not just by defending your favorites, but by reminding the world that love, friendship, and trust are still very much alive, even in the glare of the spotlight. And to Dylan and Shen Yue, thank you for showing us what grace under pressure looks like. Whatever your relationship may be, past, present, or future, one thing's for sure, you've left a mark on all our hearts. Thanks for watching and reading, everyone. If this story warmed your heart the way it did ours, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you believe about Dylan and Shen Yue's connection? Were you one of the fans who spotted the clues? Let's celebrate love, loyalty, and the kind of quiet strength that never needs to prove itself. Until next time, keep your heart open and your eyes on the stars.